It begins anew.
With less of a crowd this time, when you spend so many years in one place, people just tend to move on. Otherwise, mold begins to grow under your ass.
What?
Just me? Just me? Okay.
What the hell was that analogy? So anyway, Super Smash Brothers for Nintendo Switch is coming out supposedly this year. Okay, let's start right there. What's the chances it gets delayed to 2019? Anybody?
I would say if this kind of goes into one of the other topics we have, but if it is the chance of a new game, then very likely, because I don't think there's been a Smash game so far that has not gotten a delay.
You see, here's the other
in
thing.
any capacity.
Well,
the other thing is that Smash Brothers turns
sort
20.
of.
Smash Brothers turns 20 in 2019, so you'd think, oh, we just wanted it to be for the 20th anniversary, right?
They gotta animate the Smash logo to be part of the number 20 for 20th anniversary, and they really worked hard on it, so they're gonna have to delay it.
They don't want to pull Bomberman and celebrate the 19th anniversary.
or 33rd. Yeah.
I mean, we'll get into that, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, considering it at this point it's pretty obvious that they want this to be the Switch Online service seller.
Probably, yeah.
Good point. Didn't think about that.
So, yeah, depending on when that goes live, they probably don't want it to be out too much after that starts, Because at the moment, the only other active online games on Switch are Splatoon 2 and
Mario
Kart. I was gonna say ARMS, but people get
sorry.
People get testy when we make fun of ARMS, so I'm just gonna keep it there.
Let's not fool ourselves.
Yeah.
Into thinking ARMS has a chance against Mario Kart or Smash Bros. Just in terms of hours played.
Yeah. So anyway, So I'd say it's likely, but not guaranteed that we see it delayed into 2019.
I mean, here's the thing. Let's see. Smash for Wii U came out in 2014, was it?
Yeah.
Late 2014?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, here's the thing that people kind of need to realize. DLC is very rarely handled by the A-team. Not in the same way that an expansion pack or full sequels will be. Because a lot of the hard and groundwork is done at that point. So while, yes, the last pieces of DLC did come out, I think, early 2016.
Yes.
It's not like it's suddenly a 1.5 to 2 year dev cycle.
Not to mention, the framework for this next game will most likely just be slightly altered from Smash 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will. It's very unlikely that there'll be some big adjustments between Melee and Brawl and Smash 4.
Because personally, I think 4's framework is not perfect, but a damn good blend of what made Melee good and what made Brawl good.
Yeah, so that kind of gets into our first general topic of the port versus new game. Between the Direct and now, after that initial impressions, I don't want to say evidence, because there's no real hard confirmation, but there's a lot more reasoning to suggest that it's really a new game. I wouldn't say full Brawl or Smash 4 completely new game, but kind of like a Splatoon 2 sort of new game.
Yeah, that was actually the analogy I was going to use, because I think a lot of people, when they say, oh, it's a new game, are expecting something more along the lines of a jump between Melee and Brawl, for example, when it's more likely going to feel like, at least at the start, it's going to feel a lot like how Splatoon 2 felt at the start, where there will be new stuff, yes, but I doubt there will be major gameplay changes. I doubt there will be any huge new mechanics or a vastly different character roster or things like that. I feel like we're going to get a lot of recycled content. So it could be Smash 5 in name, but feel an awful lot like a Smash 4 port, which I think is probably, the most likely outcome at this point.
Yeah, since we did the Direct video, I'm now convinced that it is going to be Smash 4 mechanically. But it'll be
more or less with some
quote-unquote Smash game.
Well, there'll be new items and stages and stuff.
Oh, yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm talking about, the general engine for the game.
Yeah.
Will be Smash 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be a waste to throw away that engine. Because, Melee is the high-level tournament one. I think Smash 4 overall plays the best.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. Because half of its mechanics aren't locked behind glitches. What? Oh, did I say that? No, never mind. I'm shutting up now. Anyway,
Arms was never good.
well, I mean that's true, but off
well,
topic.
we found the person who could never figured out how to wave dash.
But anyway, so yeah, I mean they're obviously gonna add new stages and items, and we already have one confirmed new character. We'll be getting to characters last because obviously that's the most interesting thing to talk about with a fighting game. But yeah, I think that it's probably going to feel an awful lot like Smash 4. And I think in terms of guessing whatever stupid new mode they're going to add is kind of just a crapshoot. Because we have no idea what kind of stupid new mode they'll add.
No, but regarding the modes and stuff, I don't really need any new modes. I want them to fix single player.
No, I think before any of that, they need to fix the interface.
Well, the interface, yes, but
what part of the interface? Do you mean the online interface?
It's everything. No, everything.
Just the user interface. It's a cluttered mess.
You know, Kid Icarus Uprising was cute, but you didn't need to bring that for Smash. So just leave it alone. Make it closer to Brawl or Melee. Make everything easy to access, because I to this day I'm still confused by Games and More.
You mean this isn't the game?
Yeah. Simplify the user interface. I'm not saying it has to lose all personality. Don't make it like fucking MS-DOS menu commands or anything like that.
Command prompts.
Yeah, give it some flair, but like don't hide everything between like 6 or 7 clicks.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea.
And I want them to fix like Classic and stuff, because Classic was garbage in Smash 4.
Oh,
Smash 2 is a waste of time.
Well,
yeah, I think single player needs to be retooled.
Actually, I think that they should probably take more from Smash 3DS than Wii U in this case, because Classic and Smash 3DS was fine. I think that was probably the best Classic they've had.
A little bit.
I agree that it was better than the console.
Yeah, I liked the branching paths. I liked, I liked the map. I thought that was cool. Who's its face? The Smash Core. That guy sucked. Take him out. But the general structure on 3DS I think was fine. And Smash Run I would actually like to see them take another stab at, because that's
actually let you interact with people.
Yeah, because the only thing that Smash Run proved was that people really like City Trial from Kirby Air Ride, and we want another one of those. And Smash Run didn't quite have the same amount of variety or interactivity with your other players as that mode did. So I think
it's weird because you had Subspace, which is the really big single player mode, but lacked any charm because it didn't have any enemies from actual Nintendo games besides like Koopas and Goombas.
Well, some people really defend Subspace. I think they're wrong, but that mode does have a huge...
They probably like ARMS.
I just mean like, you have the big single player mode, but use like none of the Nintendo locales or characters to really do anything against. Meanwhile, you have Smash Run, which people didn't play because of just lack of good implementation, but it has all the Nintendo baddies to beat up.
Yeah.
I think the biggest problem with Smash Run is that it was on the 3DS.
Yeah.
I think if it were on the console and it had online implementation, it'd be a not a killer program, but still.
Well, the other thing is that the Switch is still a handheld, so everybody can have their own screen for Smash Run is the thing. So you don't have to have split screen for that. So I
would not mind a second attempt at Smash Run.
I'd like it a hell of a lot more than a Smash Tour.
Just get rid of Smash Tour. That thing has
Smash
no
Tour needs to go. Period. Never. I only played it maybe 2 times.
You have to play it 5 times to unlock Pac-Land. Remember?
That I played it 5 times and I've never put it away.
The final match in Smash Tour is actually a decent idea, where your stocks are different characters. Like when you die,
that should just be like a mode.
Yeah, like you get 3 stocks. You can be Bowser, Mario, and Marth.
You can set
and then that needs to be made its own mode. But then just the board game can go away, because I don't even think anybody understands the rules to Smash Tour.
No, nobody understands how that game works.
Yeah. So that should go. So anyway, in terms of other stuff,
would you want like a more dedicated single player, whether it be adventure mode in Melee or a Subspace? Would you want something like that back?
It's all about the implementation and the staying power, I guess, because Subspace is a drag. That mode is really, really long, and it's no fun to go back to. Not even just the Great Maze. The Great Maze is its own annoying thing, but it's just the stages themselves to me. It's not fun. Everybody moves a lot slower because they had that sticker system for powering up, which was kind of so I'd say make it. And also platforming in Smash is not great either because it's not what that engine's built on. So I would say yes, but I would shorten it, make it more conducive to playing it over and over again.
So basically be like Melee's Adventure Mode.
Yeah, but more fleshed out than that. Like maybe one way to do it is you could have like, oh, this is the Mario character's story. This is the Zelda Pokemon. Like maybe split stuff up or have chunks.
Basically, Mortal Kombat X and Mortal Kombat 2011.
Sure, I guess maybe I don't know those games.
I mean, those games. All right, we don't expect much from fighting game stories, but I think NetherRealm Studios understands how to implement a story mode with a fighting game pretty damn well. So if you were to take a page out of their book and give it to, I'm not Grant, I'm not asking for Mario to decapitate Link here. Don't get me wrong.
Brutality.
I'm just asking whether or not I think it's possible that we can get a pretty not entirely fleshed out story, but a pretty fun story set up in a way that actually makes us give a shit. And I swear to God, if they use that YouTube excuse again, where people will just upload cutscenes,
I'm betting more that was Sakurai just being frustrated at people not liking it more than anything.
Because that's also not the first time he's done stuff like that, because he got frustrated at the Melee tournament scene and added tripping in Brawl to counteract that. So, I mean, the man does make great games, but he's not above human pettiness. So
yeah, and then the very first mod for Brawl was just removing tripping.
Okay, you know what? That's a mode. Here's the thing. I think that the tournament culture around Smash Brothers has erased a lot of the fun, goofy crap from Smash Brothers, and that kind of stuff is some of the most fun. So add a tripping mode where everybody trips like every 3 seconds. Add junk like that, because that's fun. Okay, like again, that's not how you're going to seriously compete. But as long as it's a mode you can turn off and on for lulz, then I don't care. Well,
I mean, it needs to be a really long name so that the first letter of every word spells out "fuck you, Melee."
Well, I mean, as a corollary, I think it would be a wise decision to kind of do an in-between from the Omega modes, because here's the thing. We don't want Final Destination for every stage, but we want to be able to turn off hazards in certain situations, because honestly, who played Wily's Castle in 4 normally? Because no one wants to fight the Yellow Devil.
Same thing with Ridley in Pyrosphere.
Yeah,
or even
it's like
you guys would still want the same geometry, but you wouldn't mind the
hazards. The ability to turn off the hazards that people may not like.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Watching Smash tournaments is boring because it's the same 5 locations every time for me. Because it's even to the point that some Smash people forbid certain Omega stages. And I'm like, really? I mean, granted, I know that there's probably a reason for it, but it's like, okay, what makes one flat platform different from another flat platform or whatever,
Yeah, it's like I want to play Wily Castle, but I have to play it in Omega because no one wants to deal with Yellow Devil.
Even just the option to make it both Final Destination...
Now you know the pain of everyone that's favorite stage is Hyrule Castle, you realize.
But yeah, even just adding the option to make it like Battlefields and Final Destination would be more interesting, because Final Destination's boring and sucks and is dumb. So you're dumb. Okay.
I mean, I don't know how you would straight up implement it, but it's one of those things. Like if I could tell Sakurai one thing regarding modes or options, that'd be like the main one for me.
I can see hiccups with it though, because say if a stage hazard is too ingrained into the stage, you can't just turn
then
that.
Just don't have it be a choice, because that actually is a thing in 8-player Smash, which should come back. You can have some stages are just not playable, so just gray them out. If it's like something like New Pork City, for example, there's no way you're making that stage hazard free, because it's too big anyway.
At the same time, though, if you be exclusionary, then you might piss off people that do like that stage, and now they can't pick it because someone
John,
else
this is
doesn't
the
want to deal with the hazard.
fucking Smash fan base. There is literally
I know,
no
I'm just gonna
pleasing
say, if you're
everyone.
gonna-
It is
you have to-
impossible.
you want to fix and embrace the chaos at the same time. You can't have your cake and eat it too, buddy.
Watch me, all right? I eat a cake, I have it in my stomach.
Sure, I can. There's like 8 slices here.
So yeah, I do like that. At least for a lot of the stages, I think that should be an option. Like you should be able to turn off Yellow Devil and Ridley. Okay, actually, boss characters, they should go, right? We agree.
Agreed.
Okay, yeah, all right, good.
They were a fun idea, but I don't think you can implement them correctly.
I would rather have boss
reasonable.
fights be in the potential single player mode than in the stages.
Yeah, those are like, to me, those are the shining moment of Subspace Emissary, were the boss fights.
The
You mean
Nintendo
where you're actually
boss
fighting
fights.
Nintendo characters?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nobody likes
But,
Tank Guy.
but my point still stands. They were really good.
Bring back Taboo. Taboo for Smash 5. So in terms of modes and stuff, I think, is there anything else that everybody wants to really see come back? Or,
Board the platforms.
okay.
Yeah, I want to say, all right, out of everything, I can do without board the platforms, honestly. But can we get individualized break the targets back?
You see, it's hard when there's like 50 characters, though.
I understand.
I get that, but if you're just doing difficulty modes, then there's literally no point in having it.
Actually, you know what? I do agree with you because the break the targets was a great way to teach you certain techniques about the character.
That's oddly exactly what I was going to say. The break the targets and not so much board the platforms, but some of them. But break the targets were always a means to teach people how to play the characters.
Yeah. So yeah, that's cool. Especially since it felt like some break the targets and a Brawl and Smash 4 were impossible with certain characters. So yeah. Okay. So anyway, next we wanted to talk about stages and items. I'd say both new stages and stuff. What are stages that you guys absolutely think need to come back no matter what? Let's start there.
Super Smash Bros. Fight Cup, aka Hyrule Castle.
I'm always on Team Battlefield, which is kind of cheating.
That's
like the
if
main.
they
That's
don't
going to be there.
If they don't bring that
Yeah.
back, that's
Dumb.
I know I'm really boring, but Battlefield is my favorite stage in the entire series.
Pokey.
I love Battlefield so
Pokefloats.
much.
Bring back
Pokefloats is never
Pokefloats.
coming back.
No, here's the thing though. I wouldn't mind Pokefloats coming back. I would like to see it updated though, with more generations.
So that we don't just have Gen 1 and Gen 2 Pokefloats.
Yeah,
like Pokefloats 2 or whatever.
Okay, if you could make Pokefloats 2 and make it not quite as obnoxious, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah. That said, though, I also wouldn't mind if say they didn't do that, but for retro stages they brought back melee Pokefloats. I wouldn't mind that either.
Maybe slow it down a little bit. So
Also, give me back event mode with Giant Bowser on Pokefloat so that he kills himself.
in 2 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hold on, I'm looking up the Smash 4 stage list right now because I can't really remember any of them. Oh, Pac-Maze from Smash 3DS.
Pac-Maze from 3DS
was so goddamn
fuck
good.
Pac-Land. Fuck Pac-Land.
Also, a good Paper Mario stage, please. So a lot of people want Paper Mario as a character. I don't really think so.
That's characters.
Yeah, but I've heard a lot of people say they want that. I would rather have the universe be represented by a good stage, than having the character, because not even just
Here's your Paper Jam stage.
because it's not even just the
Not
fact
Paper Jam, Sticker Star. Sorry.
it's not just the fact that it's a Sticker Star stage. It was really, really boring. Like the only fun part,
Just like Sticker Star.
Yeah.
Da 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 da.
Oh, I thought you were gonna. It's just like Sticker Star.
but yeah,
You blew it.
yeah, but I'd like something based off, like, if we're gonna go by the fanboy in me, something based off of 64,000 Year Door or Super even. There are a lot of cool locations in Super that would make fun stages. Like the underwear would be a fun stage if you were gonna pull something from Super. So
Well, your game is over.
yeah, basically, yeah. But I would really like that personally.
I guess now we're kind of on to new stages.
Yeah,
in
sure.
a sense.
Yeah, like
I guess one of the new stages I would like is Breath of the Wild inside a divine beast that changes occasionally based on, like, say you're inside of a nondescript divine beast. It'll make a call based on which divine beast, like it'll make like the air bird one's call, so wind gusts will start appearing for a little while.
Ooh, that would be cool.
Or it'll do like the chameleon one, and it'll tilt.
Oh, that would be yeah, and then just randomly the motorcycle will run over everybody. Because I do like the changing stages a lot. Because it feels like
It'd be a way to bring back kind of like Brinstar Depths in a sense.
Yeah, basically. Except and not waste Kraid too. That would also be cool.
Kraid's too big.
Kraid's too. Oh, but Ridley. Oh, he's fine. Okay, whatever. I'd like a Kirby stage that's not awful. Because Great Cave Offensive was indeed awful.
Oh yeah, that was just a terrible stage. No one played it.
Yeah, so at the time of this recording, Star Allies is not out yet, so I don't know if anything from that game would be a better fit. But the Star Dream from Planet Robobot would be an awesome stage. Yeah, like we don't need a lot of new Kirby stages, obviously. I think Kirby is basically good as he is in representation almost entirely, but I think each franchise should have at least one stage.
I forget, was a Fountain of Dreams in Smash 4?
Hold on, familiar
I don't
stages.
think it was.
No, it wasn't. But that would be a good one to. That would be a good one.
Yeah, I'd want to bring back Fountain of Dreams.
Yeah, that would be a good one to bring back. But yeah, I feel.
Okay, so you want Battlefield with the platform moving up and down.
Hey, it works.
You see, but you need more stages like that because there are too many stages that are just Battlefield. It feels like every time I turn on the Smash tournament, it's either Final Destination Battlefield or one of the Animal Crossing stages. So more stages with minimal hazards, just for variety and locations, I think is good.
Okay.
Yeah. But I do feel like every franchise should get at least one stage, preferably new. So not like we don't need like 6 Mario stages. That's too much.
Well, I would
like. I would say something from Odyssey needs to be.
Yeah, it's gotta be New Donk City. It's
well, no, I would prefer kind of take the idea of the Mario Sunshine stage, Delfino Plaza, but apply it to Mario Odyssey, where you're on the Odyssey as the main platform.
Yeah, that would be
travel
cool.
around
different
the world.
kingdoms. Yeah,
that would be cool. But I still think they're probably gonna do New Donk City because it's the most iconic level from that game. But
which is weird because it's the worst one in the game.
Wrong.
Wrongy Kong.
What?
I mean, the difficult thing is that some franchises don't really have a means to get new stages in a sense.
Yeah, like Kid Icarus, there hasn't been a new game, so
and like what new stage could you realistically do with Fire Emblem being a tactics game? I mean, you could give it a new location, but realistically, what could you make Fire Emblem-y about it in a sense?
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, I mean, I guess it depends on what happens with the new game, which we don't know anything about at this point. I would expect the stage to be based off of that new game. So either that or Fates.
Most likely.
Either that or Fates. It depends.
I'd rather Awakening, but whatever.
The Coliseum stage on Smash 3DS based off Awakening was actually pretty good. So
yeah,
that
could work.
You see, that's one of the things that a lot of people kind of want stages from Smash 3DS put into
on the console.
On the console, yeah. So like Mute City was a cool stage from Smash 3DS, the 16-bit one. The Rainbow Road actually was a pretty good. I liked Rainbow Road more than any of the similarly styled F-Zero stages, so that would be okay. Spear Train, I guess, was fine.
Spear Train.
It was.
Where
fine.
Where was Alfonso though? We were supposed to leave it to him.
Can't leave it to him. He's not there.
God damn it, Alfonso.
Let's see.
If I were to say, say if Metro were to get another stage, what do you guys figure would?
That could depend on what Prime 4 is doing.
That could depend on what Prime 4 is doing, but if I had my way, I would actually like it to be Sector 2 from Fusion, with the jungles growing over all the machinery. I think that'd be really cool.
That's true. I think to tie it in more to Prime 4 though, for advertising's sake, saying it's not like a Prime 4 stage in general, because they're not alien to doing that the early bird shit with Metal Gear Solid 4
or Yoshi's Woolly World.
Yeah,
that too. Maybe the Sky Sanctuary from Prime 2.
Well, what it might be interesting as a new take on the standard Metroid Acid one. Not Prime, Metroid Return of Samus, but instead of the acid, it's the purple goop.
Oh, that would be cool.
Great.
That would actually, I would like
With
that.
that purple drink.
I mean, it'd be from a more recent game, so.
That would be true.
Oh no! Better idea. Blast ball stage. you have to dodge the ball bouncing around the stage.
That would be great.
Dude.
Okay, that honestly, just anything representing Federation Force would make me really happy, because then, like, having the Federation Force as an assist trophy would be really, really, really funny.
Like I said, I don't think that game will get anywhere near as much hate now that we're actually getting Metroid games again.
Yeah, like, I mean, I don't think they'll make like a Federation Force stage, but I'm sure
character.
But I'm sure they'll get a few trophies or maybe like an item or something like that.
Like, I could see them being assist trophies, but
yeah, and that would be cool, I think. I'm looking at the different franchises. I'd like a new Pikmin stage, but I don't know what they'd really do with it.
No, do you know what I'd like?
What?
For Pokemon, kind of a redo on original Saffron City, where various Pokemon would pop up as stage hazards.
That would be cool.
Would you want it to be Saffron though, or maybe another city?
just the idea. It doesn't have to be Saffron
yeah,
itself.
because a lot of the Pokemon stages are really random. Like I want the Unova Pokemon League from 3DS brought to consoles, because that would be stunning if they did that in HD. Because that was
as far as also 3DS one's the Kid Icarus one with Viridian and all that.
Oh, that would look great. That would look awesome. But yeah, like a lot of the Pokemon stages are really random. Like what's it called? Kalos Battle League was kind of just sort of there. It's like, okay, there are these Pokemon in the background, but they're
not going to do anything.
The statues are attacking you instead. That was bizarre. For Donkey Kong, we need Funky Kong to jump around as a stage hazard for new Funky mode.
Yeah, one of the new modes is new Funky mode. Everyone is Funky Kong. He has all the movesets and all the powers of all the characters.
When did Tropical Freeze come out?
2014.
Same year as Smash. So
do you think the likelihood of them pulling something from Tropical Freeze?
Maybe.
That's the only new game they have something to pull from, because they did returns for Smash 4. So yeah, I mean, I doubt they're gonna pull anything from like DK64 or Jungle Beat. So the only other option is to do a classic stage, like from one of the DKC games on SNES. But I don't know what they do.
Which I'd be fine with.
I'd be fine with that as
well.
Honestly, I would like a modern redo of like the 25-meter stage.
One not quite so aggravating.
Yeah, like the Pie Factory. Or something of the such, you know? I like pie. I like pie.
Donkey Kong Jr. map where you're just climbing up vines.
Donkey Kong 89
Yeah, but
stage?
that would require them remembering Donkey Kong Jr. Nobody gives a shit about Donkey Kong Jr.
No, you mean like Donkey Kong 94, Ted?
No, Donkey Kong. I thought it was 89.
No, the Game Boy game was 90. It wasn't 89.
94.
It was 94.
No. It was 94.
Okay, Donkey Kong 94. Yeah, exactly. Stage from that game. I know that nobody would get it, but still, I would like it.
What? Donkey Kong 94 is amazing.
I know, but nobody cares about it anymore, which is sad.
I care about it.
I like it. Lots of people still like it. It's just not brought up a lot.
Okay, so we heard you, and we're going to do Mario vs. Donkey Kong Minis stage. Okay. All right. Good to know.
Oh, and for Star Fox, we have a needlessly confusing stage where all your controls are messed up and you have to look around the room to fight.
You sound bitter.
I am bitter.
Star Fox.
It probably would be something from Zero, but I don't know how you differ.
Okay, so it'd be something from
64.
From 64, the original game.
Over.
You know what? For the Animal Crossing stage, I just wanted to say we're delaying Animal Crossing on Switch to 2022, just to tick people off.
Oh no, I had an idea.
What?
A Rob stage involving Gyromite.
No, I want Rob gone.
I'm just saying as a stage, it could be interesting where like you have all these platforms, and the ends of the platforms are the red and blue pillars that change position now and again.
I mean, that'd be cool, but I want Rob gone.
Admittedly, I do too, but we'll get into that for characters.
Yeah. Are there any like random one-off Nintendo games you'd like to see as a stage, but not necessarily like a character? Like the way, what was it? Not ectoplankton. Electro, whatever.
A stage for a character that you wouldn't necessarily see as a character, but it's the theme of the level.
Like the way that like Woohoo Island was a stage, or Pilot
Oh, okay.
Wings.
I want a dark pit stage.
No, I mean like
So that
just
he doesn't have to waste a character slot.
like because I'm trying to think of like I'd like a Pushmo stage, for example. Like I don't expect the guy from Pushmo to be in the game, but a stage based off of that game I think would be cool. Also a Tetris stage, because goddamn, that's like the thing we've been asking for 10 years now is a Tetris stage, and it's the easiest stage ever to do, and they should do it because God, Jesus, okay.
Tetris DS stage.
Any kind of Tetris
Or,
stage I'd be okay with.
Tetris Puyo Puyo.
No, because Puyo Puyo sucks.
Okay, it's Tetris cost Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
That'll show him.
By the way, assuming Sonic is still in the game, we could get a Sonic Forces stage.
Oh, can we
Oh
not?
God, can we
Start the
not?
level. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
No, they'd probably add a Mania stage instead, meaning Green Hill Zone.
Probably.
Again.
Yeah, Green Hill Zone.
Well, no. How about? Well, I mean, Studiopolis would probably be my choice, but no, Sonic Force stage. The stage starts with everyone having to mash X to start the match.
Yeah, you have to. You know, for fuck's sake, if Sonic's gonna be in there, you know, Fist Bump's gonna be part of the fucking soundtrack. And that's all we'll have available when we do the brain scratch shit.
Yep.
Yeah, so I guess some of the stages are basically like it depends on what characters get added in, because you know that like there's going to be a
There's
Splatoon
gonna be
stage for sure.
I imagine that stage would probably be like an Inkopolis one.
I would
But like
prefer something
like. No, I would say Inkopolis, where you have kind of like the chairs and like umbrellas and stuff, and like above it, like the main platform is like the stage where like Callie Marie and Pearl and Marina could like dance and stuff.
a Splatfest stage would be cool. I think what would be more interesting is one based off the single player mode, where all the platforms move around randomly and stuff like that. I think that would be more interesting mechanically.
I do like the idea of Inkopolis, though. That way, 'cause any excuse to get Callie and Marie in there to have a dance off is pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess that would be cool, yeah. And that would also probably most likely be a lower chaos stage, if I had to guess. So that would also, I think a lot of people would like that, too. But yeah, is there anything else you guys think needs to be in there, or can we move on?
Regarding stages, I'm not really sure. I guess now on to items.
Well, okay, so it's hard to think of items, like new items, because they could literally take
But besides
any
new
random...
Pokemon, yeah,
how
besides
about-
new Pokeball Pokemon.
And assist trophies, too.
How about items that need to go?
Items that need to go.
Wait, Gus Bellows.
Gus Bellows.
I like Gus Bellows.
They were pretty random though. Would it be? Well, it should be nerfed, I think, because that thing was basically an instant kill if you got that at the end, you know, like at them at the edge, I guess is the better way to put it.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm looking at the list. Right.
Beetle
Sucked.
needs to go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Beetle sucked.
Beetle sucked.
Beetle. You want to talk about a 3DS thumbstick killer? Yeah, I don't like that item at all. It used to go.
What about the special flag? Like, assuming that Pac-Man's back.
No, I never had an issue with that.
I never had an issue
because-
mostly because no one was able to hold it long enough to activate it.
Yeah, and I'm the dickhead that grabs it and throws off the stage.
Yeah, same here. I mean, that's why the item select thing exists. So you just turn off the ones you don't like and just play with everything else.
Okay, so here's one. Either Daybreak or Dragoon needs to go. We do not need both in the same game, because I felt like it's just too much. I think.
I think Dragoon's more fun, honestly.
Dragoon's more fun because it's basically an instant KO, whereas Daybreak is just a worse version of Samus's Final Smash. So I would say Daybreak should probably go.
I agree. Yeah, keep Dragoon, leave Daybreak.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. Bring back the flipper from Melee, because that thing was hilarious, and I miss it.
No, I don't like the flipper.
It was so.
That's why it's hilarious.
It was so much better than the bumper, though. Because
No, the bumper's great.
nah.
I could stand either or, really.
Yeah. Let's see. Bring back the red shell, which has just been randomly gone. I like that way better than. Well, no, the green shell's also good, but the red shell needs to come back as well.
But no, instead of the bumper, bounce pads.
Bounce.
With fist bump? Fuck yeah.
Okay, here's one. I don't know what they'd replace it with but get rid of the Hokate Bomb and come up with a real item for Pikmin. Because the Hokate Bomb is just Olimar's Final Smash again, and it was dumb. So I don't know what you do, like maybe have one of the enemies, like you can throw one of the enemies, or throw a pellet and then like Pikmin will come and get it, or I don't know. But the Hokate Bomb was lame, and Pikmin needs a better item. Let's see, what's else?
Easier said than done, but
yeah, true. Let's see. I'm looking down the list right now, actually. Doop.
Yeah, I can't really think of much else.
Steel Diver.
I mean, that's fine as a weapon.
Okay. So anyway, yeah, it's kind of hard to think of new items.
Honestly, because, call me a no-fun curmudgeon, but it's because I play so many matches with the items off that I don't really think about the impact I have when I actually do have them off for, like, party matches.
Yeah,
I mean, I like having items for chaotic fun matches, but normally I'm not playing with them that much.
Well, you guys are boring. I like items.
Well, besides Smash Balls, of course.
Just Smash Balls is... meh. Whatever. You guys need to learn to have fun. But yeah,
I am having fun.
I have fun beating people up.
Yeah, but
Yeah, we have fun beating you up, Ted.
Yeah, but you could also have fun beating someone up with a baseball bat. That's even more fun.
Ness already has one.
Easy, Joe Pesci.
Yeah, so they could literally make anything an item. So thinking of an extra one is a little bit more difficult. So now let's move on to, before we talk new characters, let's talk about people who we expect to come back and who we think should go.
Well, regarding returning characters, this is something I know, like Andre brought up in Game Explain, is of the obvious returning characters, do you think we should finally spice things up with some characters like Mario? And obviously Link is in Breath of the Wild, would you want to do anything with him regarding Breath of the Wild mechanics?
So I'll probably be talking about this later. I would rather they keep Link's moveset the same and add the Breath of the Wild stuff to Zelda, because Zelda needs a moveset change hugely. So I'm looking at people right now. Like, I think the only thing that should be changed about Donkey Kong is his Final Smash, because it's bad and dumb. Ganon.
Ganondorf obviously needs to finally get his own damn moveset.
Do you think they do it, though, is the thing? Because I don't know how they're even going to handle Ganondorf, because he's not in Breath of the Wild at all.
Well, do the same thing you did with Sheik regarding her Brawl design. Give them a design on what they would look like if they were in that game.
Okay, you see, because this is actually going to be something that I know a lot of people aren't going to be happy with, because I know this character is hugely popular for tournaments, but I think Sheik should get cut from Smash 5.
No,
because okay,
I don't see that happening.
Let me explain why I think this. Characters in Smash Brothers are supposed to be representative of the series they come from. They're supposed to be iconic in a way that is like, okay, you think of Mario, who do you think of? Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser. You think of Zelda, who do you think of? Link, Zelda, and Ganondorf. Sheik is in one game. Sheik didn't even do anything in that one game, and Sheik's moveset is just a bunch of random ninja crap.
The problem is that one game she's tied to is considered the greatest Zelda game of all time.
Nope, not anymore. Breath of the Wild.
Don't get me wrong. I agree.
And here's the thing: you can't use the one game or not important in that game excuse because we have fucking Rob in the series.
He needs to go to. He needs to go to.
I agree. I'm just saying is that you can't really use that as an excuse when we have characters who A, don't do anything in their own series, and B, are in barely anything at all.
Well,
she gives at least kind of a representation still for the N64 Zelda games. Just Link, Zelda, and Ganondorf update.
I disagree. I don't think Sheik... Sheik doesn't... I don't think Sheik should be in the game. I know that a lot of people are going to disagree with that, but...
Well, here's the thing now. We're at a point where Sheik may not represent Zelda that well anymore, but she is a sustained Smash character. She's been there since Melee. So to suddenly remove her from it, I don't think.
Well,
would sit
characters
well.
get cut from fighting games all the time, and
I understand, and given the exclusion of ice climbers that was more for technical reasons. It could happen, but
well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about Smash Brothers is that this fan base is whiny. Like, other fighting games have characters get cut and come back all the time. Like in Tekken 7, for example, like characters like Anna and
here's the thing. You usually, if a rather unique gameplay style character does get cut, they're usually replaced by a new character with a similar style.
Okay, well then find a different ninja. Bring back Takamaru from Takamaru. I'd rather them represent a different game with that character.
Takamaru hasn't even been in the game anywhere near as recent as Sheik is the thing.
Yeah, but he at least represents a different game in a different series. And if you have him be the random retro character, then I'd be okay with that. So, yeah. Cut Sheik, add Slippy. Is what I'm going to.
Slippy's a ninja.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as regarding, are there any particular changes to obviously returning characters we would want to make? I mean, I think Kirby's Final Smash needs to be changed again.
To Hypernova or Robot, I agree.
Yeah. Something a bit more unique to Kirby than just, oh look, I'm going to be swinging my sword a whole bunch of times again.
Yeah. I think Wario should get a moveset closer to Wario Land. I know a lot of people think that. Other than that, I think Samus's Final Smash should be changed from the stupid laser to a power bomb. Because power bomb is, again, it's
power bomb, motherfuckers.
Because it's, again, I like things in Smash to be representative of their series. And Samus never does a giant FU laser in Metroid, but the power bomb is traditionally the strongest weapon she has.
How about like an Aeon ability boost, where say her Final Smash makes her run and jump a lot faster, her beam hits harder and goes through
things.
So
Samus gets the Wario Man treatment.
You see,
essentially yes, but
I think that
the only thing I ask for Samus is that she gets her sex kick back. Because goddamn, I miss the sex kick so much.
Okay, so again, I'm gonna piss people off. I think Zero Suit Samus should also get cut. Cause
no.
I know that people are going to be upset because that's the only other Metroid rep out there, and they're not adding Ridley. So
next to the most obvious one that people are still want to this day,
they're not adding Ridley.
I want to believe. I may or may not have a black leather jacket in the club that says Ridley for Smash in the back.
It's just one of those things where, again, like Zero Suit Samus. I know that they have to stretch to add Metroid reps. It's kind of the thing that happens when your series is based off of being isolated, is that there aren't a lot of characters. Oops. So, but
Zero Suit Samus has at least been playable in recent memory is the thing.
That's
even if it wasn't that terribly interesting.
Which
is more that can be said for a lot of characters on Smash right now.
That's true. That is true. But I would still rather the effort put into a different character personally, because again, I'm not a big fan of when we have multiple. Here's the thing: I'm not a fan of when we have the same character twice. Is the big thing. Like, we don't need two Samuses. We do not need two Links. So Toon Link needs to get out.
Well, no, I think Toon Link can stay as long as they flesh him out with differences more.
I don't.
I think if the characters are mechanically different enough, it's fine. It's not so much with Link and Toon Link on that. I'll slightly agree with you, Ted. But I think Samus and Zero Suit Samus are different enough. Like, they are not the same character.
Yeah, but they are the same character. They're both Samus.
Shut up.
You know what I mean? Mechanically, they are different characters.
Well, technically, Samus is the only mechanical character because she's got the mech suit. So.
No, Mega Man's mechanical.
Now you're reaching.
Okay.
Okay. I mean. Okay. Let's.
The only characters that I think need a full redesign in terms of moveset are Ganondorf and Zelda, because Zelda's moveset sucks. It's been awful since Melee, and I think having her do the Breath of the Wild runes, like having her be able to make ice pillars and wave wet metal in the air and stop time and stuff like that, would be way more interesting than a little swirly diamond around her, which sucks and is bad.
I oddly agree.
And since I think that it's pretty likely that Zelda gets a Breath of the Wild coat of paint, it would be nice to see her represent that game's mechanics as well, especially considering how popular It is. Let's see. You see, because a lot of
I think you could make some tweaks to Link, like change his up B spin to be more effective by using Rivali scale or something.
I think that, like, I mean, obviously we expect balancing. To
some extent.
I make buff Olimar back because damn he sucks. Palutena. They need to pick different specials for Palutena to be her defaults.
Agreed.
Oh, you want to talk about characters that aren't playable? Ooh.
Okay, but
you want to just yeah. I agree. The whole concept of having different specials you can assign for custom moves is moot because nobody uses custom characters.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't use them online.
Yeah, it's again, like, you could still have those. I'm sure custom moves will be back. You can still have, like, reflect and stuff be there, but they shouldn't be the defaults because some of her other customs were way better.
Yeah, or way better. And here's the other thing: if you're gonna do custom moves, they're all unlocked from the get-go.
Yeah.
No more of this random drop shit.
Yeah, like, I don't mind it for, like, music and trophies and stuff like that. But
yeah, because the hunt's kind of part of the fun.
But for
if you want to have custom moves be a thing, no, they have to be there from the get-go because otherwise no one will use them.
Or again, going back to the story mode idea, you can unlock them in the story mode in a non-random way. Like, for example, you beat this stage as this character, you get their character's custom moves or stuff like that, or beating them with classic or something, not having to randomly wait for them to drop or spamming amiibo a million times or stuff like that, because that's boring.
Yes.
Yeah. So
okay, I guess now on to the cut characters.
Well, I already said the big ones I want are Sheik and I know everybody's gonna say I'm wrong. Okay, so actually, let's rephrase this. Let's not say that characters we want cut, but how about characters we expect cut? Well,
it could be both. It could be both.
That's a good.
I mean, I have the character select page up. So obviously, all the Mario ones are more or less going to stay.
Even Bowser Jr. You think?
I think he'll stay because he's a very unique moveset, and you get all the Koopalings in there as well.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, the big ones that should just be costumes at this point are obviously the clones for Dr. Mario, Dark Pit, and Lucina.
Yes.
There is zero reason for. As someone who prefers Dr. Mario over regular Mario, I still say should be a costume.
I prefer Lucina over Marth, but I think she's gonna get the axe.
Same thing.
Next game.
Well, here's the thing. I expect a good number of characters to return, but be DLC, like Roy, for example. Again, I prefer playing Roy to Marth. I expect him to not be in the game to start and to be DLC.
Roy's kind of a weird situation, but we'll get to him. I'm just looking down around the character screen.
Yeah.
The obvious ones are the three clones that should just be costumes.
Yeah. I expect Corrin to go. I
expect Corrin to go too, mostly because A, to get a new Fire Emblem rep in there, and B, because Fates wasn't received very well.
Yeah. Like, when it comes to Fire Emblem, I expect Marth, Ike, Robin, and whoever the Fire Emblem Lord for the 2018 Fire Emblem game are going to be in this. Because Awakening is still...
Ike and Robin are...
Yeah.
Robin is still part of Awakening, the best-selling game in the franchise. Martha's the poster point. Ike is literally the most popular character in the franchise, but still doesn't get to be in Warriors. Seriously, Ike is the first and fifth most popular male characters in the series. From the bull. He takes up 2 spots.
Oh my gosh, Ike needs to... Why is there 2... Jeez, Fire Emblem Heroes, why does your mom let you have 2 Ikes? I'm assuming we all expect the original 12 to stay at this point.
No shit.
They're not cutting Jigglypuff or anybody like that.
No.
And they shouldn't.
Okay, so I expect the third-party downloadable characters to be... Again, like, probably DLC again. So Bayonetta, Cloud, and
I think Bayonetta will be part of the main roster.
At least some of them, I think, are going to be either cut or DLC later on.
I think let's save the third parties for later because that's its own can of worms.
That's a good point.
Yeah. I think for sure the Miis will get cut.
You see, I don't think so because there's still Mii support in the Switch. So
it's not a dedicated thing though. You don't have to make.
Yeah, it is nowhere near as advertised as it used to be.
That's true.
And here's the thing: 1, you cannot use Miis online basically at all. 2, nobody played them because their movesets were so basic and uninteresting.
I would think more of the
I mean,
lack of online availability is what really killed it. So the movesets could be worked around with, but the fact that you couldn't play them online is what really killed it.
and then, I mean, here's the thing: nobody played Mii's except for the yucks of having Sonic the Hedgehog knee Hitler in the face.
Yes.
But at the same time,
which is fine.
At the same time, that's the only way that you're going to get a custom character in Smash, and I think cutting that would make a lot of people upset.
Here's the thing, though. You don't really. Here's the thing, though. You play Smash Brothers to play as these characters. Is the thing.
I
Not even then. If you, I think you can easily, well, not easily because I'm not a programmer, but you can use a different kind of create your own fighter using a custom template bit within the game itself, and not rely so much on like the Mii's as a standard.
they are also iconic, though. Is the thing they are essentially a Nintendo character, so
Sort of.
they were the poster child for their most popular console, though. Is the thing.
That I agree. At the same time, though, I ain't missing them if they get cut.
Okay.
Let's just.
Okay.
The only really unique moveset character I want gone, as far as, again, we're saving third parties for later, is Rob.
Yeah, Rob.
Because he's not really in any games, and he's not a good character. Here's the thing: you're either too young to really know Rob at all, or you're old enough to remember having played with a Rob and realizing that he's a piece of garbage.
I agree.
I'm pretty sure Rob is older than all of us. Actually.
I agree.
Older, but I still played with him before as a kid.
I agree. I'd rather have another retro character take his place. Like, because I don't expect Duck Hunt to get cut, or Game & Watch. Game & Watch is almost certainly not getting cut.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming we're going to bring back Ice Climbers because you don't have the 3DS limitation.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. The argument would be, why would Ice Climbers get over Rob?
Because people like playing as the Ice Climbers.
But people like playing Rob, too. You can't tell me there's no Rob fans out there.
There are more people who like the Ice Climbers than there are Robs.
I want to see these statistics.
Okay, so Little Mac. Do you think Little Mac stays?
I think
he does.
I wouldn't mind if he was back.
Like, because I don't care too much one way or the other about the character, but so I don't know if he gets cut or not. Is the thing.
I like Little Mac staying. He's been in more games than some of the characters that are playable in Smash. So
Okay. Oh, so here's another one. I think at least one or two Pokemon get cut. Who do you think?
I think it's Lucario. I think it's Lucario's time to go.
I'm not going to say anything before people claim, I'm a
Gen
Gen 4 bias.
Well, that's kind of the thing. Gen 4 was a long time ago at this point, and its popularity has been basically zilch since then.
Here's the thing. I expect we get at least one new Pokemon in the game.
Oh, we most definitely will. Whether it's not from Sun and Moon or from Gen 8, we'll have to see.
That's debatable, yes. So I think we need to cut at least one, because that's going to be like, what, the Pikachu,
1, 2,
Jigglypuff,
3, 4, 5, 6.
6. That's a lot. And I mean, I do expect who's its face? Mewtwo to be DLC again. But still. So I think that they probably should cut one. It's just a matter of, it's probably either going to be Greninja or Lucario.
And I think it's Lucario's turn to go because Greninja's at least more recent.
So, some people also toyed with the idea that Charizard would become part of the Pokemon trainer again, and they'd bring the Pokemon trainer back. So we'd get back Ivysaur and Squirtle.
Yeah, but do people want the stamina mechanic back?
No.
Do you no? The reason we got rid of Pokemon trainers is because no one liked the transformation mechanic of characters.
Yeah, that's true. But you also can't really have all three starters be their own characters, because again, then that's like 8 Pokemon characters.
Well, I mean, Charizard's by far the most popular Gen 1 starter, so...
Yeah, so I'm okay with him staying, I'd think.
Yeah, like I said, if you're going to cut a Pokemon, it's most likely going to be Lucario.
Yeah. I'd like them to give Charizard a good buff, though, because he was not very good in Smash 4, or Brawl, for that matter.
I mean, regarding, like, the cuts... this is something that I'm not really sure to bring up now, or new characters, but I think it's time to start really taking advantage of different costumes.
Yeah.
As characters.
Yes.
For, like, Olimar and Alf, or, like, the Koopalings with Bowser Jr., I think it's time to start implementing that more.
For everybody.
Yeah.
Not necessarily for everyone, but, like, Daisy should definitely be a costume for Peach.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's true.
Or
Dr.
or
Mario
like
should
that.
be a costume. I'm sorry, I love Dr. Mario.
Yeah,
but he should be a costume.
Dark Pit should be a costume for Pit. Lucina
I
should be
think-
a
No, Dark
costume
Pit
for
doesn't need to be in the game. Period.
Yeah, but I mean,
Well,
you
no,
should.
I'm fine with Dark Pit being a costume, but
I mean, you should do that for as many things as possible. Like, for example, Raichu should be a costume for Pikachu.
Mr. L for Luigi definitely.
Yeah,
That mysterious rogue who we don't know who it is.
you could honestly like buff the Fire Emblem roster by a ton by allowing for a lot of alternate characters. You know, like you
True.
could have any magician from Fire Emblem be Robin, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wherever they could do it, I think they should. I agree.
Yeah, like I know a lot of people like Lucas, but I think Lucas should be a costume for Ness.
I agree.
Yeah, like, because I think, here's the thing, like, again, Lucas is a more recent character from Earthbound/Mother than Ness.
But it never got out of Japan is the thing.
And yeah, then reasonably thinking, there's no reason that Ness should be any more iconic than Lucas or Ninten. But it's just kind of Smash Brothers has made Ness the poster boy for Mother, so he should stay. And I don't really, I think if they can make Lucas have a completely different moveset based off of other Mother powers, then he could stay around. I don't know what those would be.
If they could like Luigi Fire Falco him, then I'm fine with that. But as he is now, I think he'd be better off as a costume for Ness.
Yeah, because that would they share the same build anyway. You know, he's just got stupid Jimmy Neutron hair, so that's not that hard to make a costume. You know,
and keep his unique animations for like taunts or something. But
yeah, because you could do that without changing the character's balance at all. Like, do you think that they should even do that for stuff like Marth, like have Roy be a costume for Marth as well as Lucina?
That's the difficult thing. Is like how many do you add?
Yeah, that's a good point. Because there were a couple.
I'm just saying, as a general concept, I think it's time to start doing that. Like Wolf should definitely be a costume for Fox.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Yeah, I was honestly surprised they didn't.
And Shadow for Sonic.
They should do all the Sonic characters, like Tails and Knuckles too. I think should also be costumes for Sonic. I was
Mighty
honestly
the
surprised
Armadillo.
that they didn't just put a bow on Pac-Man to make Miss Pac-Man and Smash.
That should have been a costume.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree on that one.
Or like Proto Man for Mega Man.
Yeah.
That's
So anyway,
I wasn't sure when to bring it up, but that should definitely be something they should take advantage of for this game.
for sure.
Yeah, many other fighting games before Brawl even had alternate costumes.
I mean, Panda and Kuma and Tekken are the same character.
Yeah, so I think it definitely could be implemented if given enough development time.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially if they're, like as we said, been using the skeleton, a Smash 4 for that. You have most of these characters essentially done then.
Yeah, because I think I'd rather not the roster feel padded, you know, because it doesn't matter if there's, like, because again, Tekken Tag Tournament 2, that game has like 80 characters, but of them,
At least
like,
half of them are
are
clones.
And it feels like padding, and I'm not a big fan of it. So before we get on to third-party characters, Wii Fit Trainer, do they keep Wii Fit Trainer?
Yeah, no. Cut.
I agree.
feel-
Cut. I don't know anyone who
Nothing-
ever played as her.
No. See, there's the thing. I have nothing against the character. It's just that I just think its relevance is well past.
I'd rather have a different. If we needed a joke character, I'd rather it be something new. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vil-
Villager, I see.
Villager stays because
Villagers just stay.
Animal Crossing's on top of the world right now.
Yeah.
Shulk, I will talk about when we get to new characters because
I see Shulk going.
I see
No,
Shulk
I'm
either
the
going
opposite.
or if he's.
I'm the opposite. I see Shulk staying actually.
For me, it depends on whether or not the main character from Xenoblade Chronicles 2 gets in. If he gets in, I think it's likely Shulk goes. If he does not, I think Shulk stays.
No, we'll get into this later, but I say Shulk. I see Shulk staying and then adding like someone from Xeno 2.
Yeah, I don't think any of us have played it.
No, I don't know enough to say, if Shulk is somehow in that game or something. I don't know. I haven't played the game, so.
Yeah. Rosalina, I think we all want Rosalina.
She should stay, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's basically everybody that I think people would consider cutting at the very least. So let's get to third-party people.
Sonic and Bayonetta are completely safe.
Really? I think
Yeah, I would say I would think because we've talked about Sonic before.
Well, Sonic and Bayonetta are owned by Sega, who are all buddies now, and Nintendo basically funds
and
Bayonetta at this
Nintendo
point.
basically, Nintendo funds Bayonetta, so I would think Bayonetta is likely to return.
Okay, I think that is true. I'm not sure she makes the original roster. She might be DLC layered on.
I think she will dive up Bayonetta 3.
You can't see, but here's the thing. It depends on when Bayonetta 3 comes out, because thinking about that marketing, they might want to release that Bayonetta DLC close to the release of Bayonetta 3 to, make that cash money.
Potentially.
Yeah.
So at the same time, though, again, these are the people that included Metal Gear Geckos in Brawl to hype up Metal Gear Solid 4,
Which was only
a game on a completely different console.
Yeah.
Oh, Snake. Do you think Snake comes back? No.
No.
As much as I would love it, it's very unlikely.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because Konami is Konami.
Konami's Konami, yeah. Okay, that's a good point.
I would like to think that someone in the office just slips Nintendo a secret memo saying, "Here, use Snake," and then he loses his job for it, but he did it for a greater good.
A greater good. I really hope Mega Man comes back. I
think
really
he's
do.
likely is the thing, because Nintendo and
especially
Capcom seem to still have a good working relationship.
Especially with Mega Man 11 coming out later this year as well.
Yeah, I think that
it would be very stupid of Capcom not to basically okay that and use it as promotion for Mega Man 11.
I think Mega Man is a likely return. I think Ryu is a less likely return, at least for the original roster. I think he might be DLC again.
As much as I like playing as Ryu, I agree he's far less likely than others.
Because he's not as Nintendo as Mega Man is. He's not as assigned with that console. As Mega Man, you think of NES. So that's kind of why I think that.
The obvious, really big question regarding third parties is, of course, Cloud.
Cloud and Pac-Man, I think. Because
I say Pac-Man comes back because Pac-Man was part of the original group of consider third-party characters, even back in Brawl.
That's true, but Namco isn't also developing the game anymore, is also the thing.
No, but at the same time, I don't see why they would say no.
Who is developing the game?
They've just said HAL.
It just says HAL, yeah, which is probably more of a Kirby rights thing than anything else.
Yeah, so we don't really... Again, one of the big things is that we don't know a lot about the game right now. So
I would rank Pac-Man returning lower than Sonic and Mega Man, but higher than Ryu and Cloud.
That's true. I think Cloud is...
I think it's the most likely third party to get cut, because Square Enix is very, very finicky.
Yeah, like...
And their mood changes on a dime.
Yeah, that's true. I mean...
That NIS remake isn't coming out for another 8 years, so...
It's coming out, wow. That's news to me. But yeah, I think Cloud is the most likely cut. Again, he was fun to play, and I liked Midgard as a stage. And if there is a Final Fantasy character coming back, it is Cloud again. They're not going to add like Lightning or anything like that. But
I'd still say if they were to do Final Fantasy, it'd be better if they did either Cecil, Hero of Light, or Terra. Those are the actual Nintendo Final Fantasies, but Cloud's the most famous one, and everyone loves him, even though Final Fantasy VII is horribly overrated. There, I said it.
No, you see, I think Final Fantasy VII is an underrated game because everybody says it's an overrated game, and it's actually really good.
Shut up. No, it's a really good game, but everyone acts like it's the fucking second coming of Christ in gaming. It's like,
well,
no,
it's better
not.
than Final Fantasy IX.
Are we talking about Final Fantasy VII or Ocarina of Time?
Both.
Here's the thing, at least. Just on this weird tangent, at least Ocarina of Time invented new gameplay techniques that people still use today.
And Final Fantasy VII brought RPGs to mainstream.
Yeah, it sold really well.
In the United States, RPGs have been mainstream in Japan since Dragon Quest. Oh, Loto for Smash! Yeah.
Here's the thing. Seven's claim to fame is just that it sold really, really well.
It brought RPGs to mainstream in the United States. That's no fucking small feat. That's a humongous feat.
Dragon Quest VII is the best-selling PlayStation.
Nobody cares about Dragon Quest.
I care about Dragon Quest. Okay, new characters. Bring frickin' Erdrick / Loto from Dragon Quest to Smash Brothers. It'd
not
be
gonna
awesome.
fucking happen.
I know it's not gonna happen, but let me dream. goddammit. This is my go. You see? And then people would have their Goku. All right, everyone wins. Okay. All right, there. That's
no. That joke's gotten so bad, even Funimation tweeted about it.
So
Okay, so I guess we're gonna move on to new characters then.
yeah. So let's
Okay,
just
for the sake of brevity, I want to say brevity, but let's stick to about 4 to 5 characters and one third party.
yeah.
One of the one third party being part of that 4 to 5.
Yeah, because again, like we could pull stuff out of our ass for sure. With that said,
Obviously, the Inklings have already been revealed, which was the stupid obvious everyone knew they were getting in choice.
they were also like my number one pick too. Is the thing.
Yeah,
and I'm
so
really
we're glad everyone's glad we got them out of the way.
Yeah, that's. I mean, honestly, it's like the best. It's a better first character to reveal than like Villager was for Smash 4. Is the thing because like Villager wasn't as exciting of a first reveal as the Inklings were. I think so. That's really good. But
Villager gets an invitation mailed to him. Inklings get the fucking sun dropped on them. I love someone made a series of pictures of it where it's like Mario and Link and Silly. It's like Omae wa mo Shin Deru. Wooby? So the sun just drops on them.
so in terms of stuff that
Why don't you go first?
in terms of
I guess
stuff
that's
I expect, because I'm having a hard time thinking of characters I'd really, really want. In terms of stuff I expect one new Pokemon character. We don't know what that's going to be. The Lord from the new Fire Emblem, who, again, we don't know.
We don't know.
At least one new third-party character, because that's how you really excite a fan base. Other than that, and this is going to sound like a troll.
Well, like I said, this is what you want, not necessarily what you expect.
Okay, so
Well, I mean, you can say both, but
this is going to sound like a troll answer, but I am actually dead goddamn serious about this. Slippy Toad for Smash Brothers. It would be hilarious.
Ted, you're seriously trolling. So
Yes, I am, but think about it. It would be not only a really good joke character, but it would be a chance for a Star Fox character to have a moveset that isn't based off of foxes, which I think would be a lot of fun. And with a character like Slippy, whose thing is building shit, you could not only like have him use like variations of the power-ups from from Star Fox, but you could also have him build random crap and maybe like have like the robots from the Star Fox Guard game or whatever be like deployable and stuff like that. I think it would be a fun character to play, and it would also piss a ton of people off, which is hilarious, and I would love it. So, yeah, I have a hard time thinking of characters I would want because most of my must-haves are actually already in Smash Brothers. So
yeah, we're kind of at that weird breaking point
where again, like this series has like 50 plus characters, so it's hard to think of extras that don't sound stupid. But
so no particular others you can note besides besides third party, which I guess we already know is Lodo.
Yeah, basically. Which is again not gonna happen. Yeah, because like I don't think we need any more Kirby characters. I think Zelda, if anything, should get characters cut. There's gonna be a new Pokemon.
I think we could maybe do with one new Zelda character, depending on
what
you want to do. Because
I don't know who.
I mean, you could do one of the champions. You could have Sia from Warriors, maybe Yuga from Link Between Worlds. There are characters you can use, and we, assuming we're counting Toon Link and Young Link as basically the same character, which they are.
Yeah.
Zelda hasn't gotten a new character since Melee.
Yeah, he's right.
Well, that's why I think that redesigning Zelda's moveset would be enough. Because again, if you gave her a complete moveset overhaul, and Ganondorf too, they would feel like new characters. Which would
Fair enough. I think Zelda could stand to get maybe one more, but I'll go into that when I get to my own stuff.
Ice Climbers need to come back. Like I know that's not a new character.
Obviously, and I think everyone wants them to come back.
Yeah, it's you see, I'm having a hard time thinking of a character from any of the franchises we have to come back, and I'm looking at my list of games right now, and I'm having a hard time thinking of like a franchise that I really think needs to be in there. Okay, I will say if I could get 2 third parties and cheat, I would like Flynn, who is the main character from Shin Megami Tensei 4. I think that would be an interesting third party choice. Again, I think that's also very, very, very unlikely because
we'd probably get Jack Frost instead.
Probably, or someone from Persona, the guy from Persona 5 instead.
No, there's Persona Q2 in the dancing game.
Yeah, but it's also more just that Although the mainline games are more Nintendo lately than Persona is, and Persona's more Sony, that character's more popular, and as we saw with Cloud, being Nintendo aligned doesn't mean much when you're dealing with the character who is extremely popular.
Who basically sold the PlayStation.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I'll leave the rest to you guys because I'm having a hard time thinking of anybody else that I would really, really, really want.
You want to go, John, or do you want me to?
I'm kind of drawing a blank at the moment. When are you at?
Okay. Well, my main third party that I would like, sorry, Shantae, but Bomberman.
You see, I would love Bomberman, and a lot of people say that Shovel Knight and Shantae, well, are like, oh, they should really get in. I think both are like almost like the chances of either getting in are negligible.
The thing is, Nintendo's really big on indies the last number of years.
That's true, but there's a difference between like the Nintendo of America having indie reels in directs and Nintendo of Japan okaying an indie character for Super Smash
What does
Brothers.
Nintendo of Japan think of? No, I okay. In that regards, comparing those two, I would say Shantae has a better chance of Shovel Knight.
Well, Shovel Knight's relatively popular in Japan, at least for an indie game.
So is Shantae.
Yeah, I hear Shantae is pretty popular in Japan.
Yeah,
She literally has her own from a Japanese figure company.
that is true. I think that the chances of either getting in are so slim.
Oh no, there's slim. Shantae's my second third party choice, but Bomberman's my first one.
Okay. Yeah, I would love Bomberman.
I think he could do a lot with his moveset, especially because in a lot of games he has different kinds of bombs rather than just the regular explodey kind. That, and since Bomberman R was a launch title for the Switch, you could easily have his alternate colors be the alternate character, the Bomberman brothers.
Yeah, and have each one have their own voice clips and stuff. That would be awesome. Yeah, that would be cool. I agree. Bomberman would be awesome.
Obviously, the whole Pokemon Fire Emblem thing
Yeah.
kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah.
I could be very trolly and say Waluigi, but I know that's not going to happen.
I want to believe.
As much as I would like it, I don't think it's going to happen. One of the characters I think that they've kind of been not so much hyping up, but kind of seemingly been bouncing the idea around is Ashley from WarioWare. She's in every single game in that franchise.
Do you think that she would be the most popular? Well, she's in every game since I think she wasn't in the GBA one, but I think
she wasn't in the first one, but she's been in every game since then. She's easily the most popular WarioWare character.
Even more than Mona.
Ashley is by far more popular than Mona.
I would say Ashley is better, more popular than Mona. Yeah.
I think from WarioWare, she's the character with the most potential for a moveset because she can do
primarily magic. Yeah, so I think that could be interesting.
The fuck would Mona do? Throw pizza?
She'd throw a Mona
Here's
pizza.
Have some pizza.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah,
have a side B. It hits like a truck.
Would you want Isaac from Golden Sun? Because I know you like those games.
Oh, I've only played the first one, and mostly because they're stupidly long games. I would like Isaac. I'm not entirely sure he would get in. He's one of my, again, I'm limiting myself to 5. One of them being third party. So Bomberman, Ashley, Isaac would definitely be one of them.
Yeah.
Mostly because here's the thing. I really wish Nintendo would take advantage of Smash and use it to promote other series better.
That's a good point.
Because it's literally the reason why Fire Emblem is a thing at all.
Yeah, basically.
So rather than...
And it's the reason why we got a second Ice... Fire Emblem, yes.
Yeah, but that's such a big example, though. The Smash influence cannot be understated,
It got Pit a new game.
It got Pit a new game. It definitely, like, having King DDD in Smash made that character a lot more recognizable, for sure.
Yeah, and Meta Knight.
And Meta Knight, too. Yeah.
So it's something I wish they would do, which is why a lot of my picks are a bit more obscure.
Yeah. Well, again, like, they've already picked most of the obvious ones, So...
Yeah. I would like a new Zelda character. Again, it's been since Melee. Who that is, I'm not entirely sure. It'd be hard to pick, like, just one of the champions is a thing, because they all have their own fans.
Yeah, and unless if you did a transformation mechanic, you can't really have all of them.
Yeah. Which is why I would say maybe an interesting choice would be Sia from the Warriors.
That would Sia or Lana. Well, I mean, again, costumes.
Costumes either or really.
Yeah.
So that could be interesting in a way to get Koei Tecmo, quote unquote, their rep.
That would be. I'd be okay with them. I'd be okay with them. I think.
Yeah, and this one's purely a personal choice. Black Shadow from F-Zero.
I think
just so we could reenact the scene from the anime and try to promote F-Zero a little bit.
Well, I think that it's not impossible we get a second F-Zero rep. It depends on whether or not they're actually finally making a new game. You know?
Yeah. Oh, and go a little bit further on the Blood Falcon costume for Captain Falcon.
Yeah, like you're thinking like new voice clips and stuff like that, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be cool, I agree.
So yeah, those are more or less my choices.
I did just think of one. This is something I would see more as an assist trophy, but Chibi Robo maybe could be playable. Like, I don't think that's impossible, but again, I think that's something that would be more likely as an assist trophy than a full playable character.
I would agree.
Agreed, yeah.
But I could see it happening as well.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, Advance Wars fans.
Those poor guys. So anyway, Mr. Some Call Me Janny, who's your characters?
God, like I'm struggling for new characters because I completely agree that we've kind of reached a breaking point on who we can include within the realms of reasonability.
Goku.
Because, no, please.
Shrek.
No, I mean, I'm a big Dragon Ball fan, but I don't want Goku in Smash.
I think that we need to keep it to video game characters.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things.
Okay, Ted.
Yeah.
Dragon Power NES version?
Dragon Power
NES Goku.
Yeah, we need. But you see, the thing is, his name is still Goku. I was gonna say,
but
Nora
it's not that.
Lancer,
Goku.
have Lancer in Smash.
Yeah, we need Lancer and Pudgy.
No, Dragon Power Lancer or Fate Stay Lancer. Just to get Catherine happy.
Frickin' Fate Stay Night, man. If we got a character from that in Smash Brothers, Catherine would never shut the hell up, ever.
That's the joke. So again, back to John.
Ice Climbers is my big one that I want to return, which is a given, granted, but I need to say anyway. I wouldn't mind Wolf coming back from Star Fox.
You see, I would rather him be a fox skin.
If he was going to come back, I would rather he be retooled. If not, I can go either or, honestly, to either as a fox reskin or just be retooled completely.
Yeah. If he had his own moveset, then I'd be fine.
I think they had something going with his slight deviations from the moveset, but it wasn't different enough, which is why I think he got cut in the first place.
Yeah.
But I would love to see him back. I liked Wolf. I always thought Wolf was pretty cool in Brawl. Shit, though. If there's other characters, though, I'm drawing a fucking blank completely because I can't think of anybody that I'm pretty solid with the list. I mean, do I say Ridley just to fulfill the quota?
But do you really
too fucking big.
You see, my thing about him is never that he's been too big. It's that his shape is weird. And having him move like Ridley in the games in a small size would look off. It's not like Bowser who changes size every 5 minutes anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Ridley needs to be a certain size in order to look and act like him. Like his wingspan and tail are huge. They're supposed to be huge because that's how he attacks. He spreads them out, and his reach would be ridiculous. So that's my big thing about Ridley, isn't that he's too big, it's that his shape is weird.
There needs to be 8-bit Ridley.
Okay, yeah, sure. But if we're going to have 8-bit Ridley, I want 8-bit Kraid instead, because Kraid is better than Ridley. Fight me IRL. That's a fight spelled F-I-T-E for the record.
Just main characters, no. I can't think of any like first party franchises that I would want to be in the game that hasn't already been included. I'm pretty happy with where the list is. Third party, maybe I can pull something a little more.
Well, just go all out.
Just go all out.
I was just gonna say Shantae out too. That was my indie pick because I think it's possible, very unlikely, but possible. I'm still pulling for. I know we said that Snake is impossible because the strange relationship with Konami, but I'm still pulling for a Castlevania representative. Like I want Simon Belmont or some Belmont. No, fuck Juiced.
It would be. I think it would be Simon. If
Simon Belmont Bomber.
Simon, yeah. Oh fuck, I'd be angry.
Bubblehead joins the battle. What?
Simon or Richter. I'm fine with either one.
I think that if they were going to do Richter, they'd do Alucard instead.
Yeah.
Because he's from the more popular game.
Yeah, you're right. Castlevania 3.
I mean, that's also true.
Yeah, no, Trevor Belmonte's just the 8-bit guy.
Yeah.
Well, if you had Simon, you could have his costumes be a bunch of the different Belmonts. That was the thing. You could have him be
Very
Richter
true.
and Trevor, and even Juiced if you wanted.
No, fuck Juice. Nobody cares about Juice.
Okay, so here are two characters that I've seen thrown around a lot. What do you guys think of Rayman and Crash for Smash Brothers?
Okay, here's the thing. Gonna start with Crash. I want him in just to be really fucking pissy about Sony PlayStation All-Stars.
It would be really, really funny if Crash or Spyro got into Smash Brothers and not into PlayStation All-Stars.
No. Here's the thing. PlayStation had Raiden. Smash got Snake. PlayStation got Lightning. Smash got Cloud. PlayStation doesn't get Crash. Smash does get Crash.
That would be great.
I want Rayman just to see that mess of an amiibo.
Yeah, because you know they're going to make another wave of Smash Amiibo. For sure.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
And hopefully they make the
No,
poses.
God help Emil.
Yeah.
Hopefully the poses this time need to not have as much plastic necessary. That's the big thing.
Yeah, I want two Rayman variants, one where there's plastic everywhere and one where there's no plastic and the pieces just lying on the floor.
I mean, Rayman could be fun. I'm not entirely sure why they would add him, essentially. Ubisoft is very, very weird about what they do with him.
Well, the thing is that Nintendo and Ubisoft Nintendo let Ubisoft work on a Mario game, so it's not impossible.
Yeah, a Mario game that also involved the fucking rabbits.
That's true, but I don't think I think we're more likely to get Rayman in a Smash Brothers game than a Rabid.
Well, no, I agree. There, it's just one of those. Ubisoft is very fucking weird.
They're French, so that's to be a given. But yeah, I don't see either of them as likely. But I'd say either of them would have been more likely than Bayonetta, 3 years ago. So
yeah, you show someone from like 2005 this character roster from Smash 4, and everyone would say it's fake as shit.
Yeah, basically.
Shit, I remember back when Shulk was thought to be a Little Mac Photoshop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was one that I was going to bring up. Who's its face? Rex from Xenoblade 2, I think, is semi-likely to get in. Like, not guaranteed.
Maybe. No, I'd say Pyrrha is more likely than Rex.
Well, don't they fight together, is the thing?
Sort of. It's a weird thing, but everyone likes Pyrrha more than Rex.
I don't... She's the one with the stupid outfit, right? I mean, they all have...
She's the red-haired girl who's been part of the series since, like, the first trailer and stuff.
Oh, yeah, her, whose outfit's terrible, yeah. I have no interest in Xenoblade 2, but the game's been doing okay. Pretty well, actually, all things considered, so...
Like I said, I fully expect Shulk to stay, but maybe adding another character from Xeno 2.
I would be fine with that, although they probably should change the logo if that's the case, because the Monado I don't think is in Xenoblade 2, but whatever. If Cloud does come back, he needs a better logo than just FF, because that sucks.
It should have been the Final Fantasy VII logo thing.
Yeah, it should have been the Meteor.
Yeah. But anyway, as we all know, the most important character that's ever going to be added into Smash Brothers is Goku.
It will always be Goku.
It will always be Goku. Actually, no, it's Shrek. Shrek for Smash.
Why not both?
Shrek and Goku's gi, I guess.
Then we can have All Star as a Smash Brothers music, and you got to admit that would be great.
And then immediately gets interrupted by fist bump.
So is that it? Because I'm actually surprised we went less than 2 hours on stupid speculation.
Well, like we said, we've kind of gotten all the main characters done in a sense for Smash at this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
Especially with the Inklings.
And honestly, I think the fact that there wasn't as much as a cooldown between this game and Smash 4. Because between Smash 4 and Smash Brawl, we had,
8 years. No, 6 years. 6 years.
No, about 6 years. 6 years, yeah.
Melee and Brawl was 7.
Yeah, Melee and Brawl was 7. This game, 2.
Well,
if we're counting DLC,
yeah, I was gonna say if we're counting
which we
DLC.
should, because it kept the community going that whole time.
Yes. So I don't think there was. I feel I wasn't given enough time to stew over what I would think I would really want to see in the next Smash. Besides the obvious shit like a more fleshed out single player, or characters we can cut. Not so much characters we can include, but characters we could just say go.
Because yeah, I do think a lot of people are like, no, you shouldn't cut anybody, but there's
cuts
fluff.
are not.
Fluff on this
There's
roster.
fluff and cuts are just necessary.
I never want Smash Brothers to be Marvel vs. Capcom 2 in terms of roster size. Because 56 characters is impressive, sure. But it's a mess for balance. And it's just, Servbot shouldn't have been its own character.
You don't want to go take it for a ride.
Spider-Man for Smash Brothers? Anybody? No, just me. Okay.
Yeah. But with the awful techno remixes of the feature games.
Radioactive spider blood.
I'd take that over Infinite soundtrack, though. To be fair,
Its stage is just nothing but really crummy CG buildings from early '90s.
really rubbery-looking balloons. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Shulk, you can't escape me. I'll follow you to the ends of the earth.
So anyway, yeah, I guess the next time we're probably going to talk Smash is E3, because I assume that's when we're going to get a gameplay blowout for this
We're
game.
definitely going to see it at E3. It's going to be there, especially if they plan on it coming out this year.
Yeah. So it's actually, E3 looks, I should save this for whenever we do our pre-3, but E3 is actually probably going to be pretty exciting, because there's like 5 major games that they have to show, plus whatever new things they decide to show off as well. So for once, I'm actually like hopeful for an E3, and I'm not like just praying that they pull shit out of their ass like they have in 2017 and 2014. So yeah, bring on. Damn, that's only 3 months away. That's actually not that far from now.
No, which is why I said this was going to be this was the direct before E3, because there's no way they do another one before that.
They usually do one in May, but it's usually like download stuff.
It's like I said, if they do one, it's a very small one just to do a little bit of cleanup.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, that's Smash. I'm sure we'll be doing a lot more of it once E3 hits.
Pretty much, yeah.
Mostly because we'll have actual new information, but
yeah, it's hard to talk. We know so little. It's hard to. It's hard. It's like trying to play darts when you don't know where the board is. Pretty much.
I could try.
Yeah,
yes, but that's how somebody loses an eyeball.
All right, let me know if this makes it.
Ow!
Okay, yes, bullseye.
It hit an eye, all right. It's one of those, we don't know what to expect, but in a way that also kind of makes it really, really exciting. Because, I mean, going into Smash 4, I'm looking at the roster again, we knew certain characters were definitely going to get in. Like, we definitely knew, like, most likely a Kid Icarus character was going to get in. Most likely Shulk was going to get in, or one of those games was going to get in. You know, that sort of thing. We had a bet.
It also didn't help that certain things were leaked.
Well, that too, but
which I hope this game is better with.
Yeah.
I mean, I can only pray for that sort of thing, but I'm hoping nothing totally gets leaked for this one.
No, but at the same time, I think we had a better grasp of what to expect character-wise for Smash 4. Here, besides the Inklings obvious, we really have no idea what they're going to put in, who they're going to put in.
John Cena for Smash.
I don't see him anywhere.
I know, I think so. He
has the invisible cloak thing on at all times. That's his special power.
Yeah, John Cena's in every game.
Old man yells at Clouds and Brawl.
Yeah, the anticipation is obvious. I'm hoping, though, it's not a case where the anticipation is better than the actual game itself. Granted, it probably won't be.
I mean, that's kind of always been a thing with Smash, which is why we love it so much.
Yeah. But I personally cannot wait for we get our first trailer, like our intro for the game, and the 15-minute game explain analysis video that happens afterwards.
Oh, speaking of E3 though, those guys are going to be stupid busy. This year.
I feel for Derek, honestly.
Nah, not really. That's his job.
What are you gonna do? Yeah, so did I.